Hey everyone, Random Randy here, excessively irritated because I just recorded this and for whatever reason, even though none of the settings have changed, it picked up absolutely zero of the audio, so we're gonna try this again. Today is May 13th of 2022, Friday the 13th, go figure. Consider this my comeback vlog because I haven't been making videos for quite some time and I'm going to explain to you all what I've been up to and why I haven't been making videos. I wrote down some notes because I am me and it's kind of more like a novel than notes, so if it looks like my eyes are moving because I'm reading something, I am. So, recently I have run into an issue with people who don't understand boundaries. Somebody who was apparently on my Facebook friends list and has been for, I think 4 years, it said, from when I checked. Somebody that found me through the channel and friended me on Facebook back when it was small, like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm always down to meet more yarny people. But she was somebody I never really chatted with, and came for me after I made a post on my personal Facebook about how my kids always come back from my exes sick or hurt in some way. Not severely so, but it's a constant enough thing that it gets old when you have to play triage nurse for the first 3 days you have your kids when you only get to see them for 7 days in a row. Yeah. So she wrote a comment that was nasty and essentially said that I was lazy and shouldn't blame him because kids just get sick, blah, blah, whatever. It was like, you don't know me, you don't know him, you don't know my kids, and you don't know how many times I didn't make a post about them being sick or hurt or mentally unwell. You don't know those things, so you have no room to talk here. So I blocked and deleted that account and that post, and apparently it was a business account for her yarn stuff because she then came for me with her personal account and said, oh, wasn't there another comment on this post? Oh, you deleted it? And I was like, somebody wants attention and is trying to stir the drama pot, and you know, people who stir the shit pot should be made to lick the spoon. So needless to say, I removed her from the group, both of her accounts, and from there, she tried to come for me on YouTube and commented on my most recent video. I have deleted the comments with not one account, but 2 separate YouTube accounts, talking about how I'm a horrible mom and I'm lazy and I just want things to be easy, and why am I making Facebook posts and YouTube videos when I should be taking care of my kids? Well, firstly, because when that occurred, my kids were already asleep when I made the post, hence me making the post. Not that I should have to defend myself, but you know. So anyway, don't do crap like this. Just don't. Like, was she a plant sent here to watch everything that I posted? Which leads into why I haven't made very many videos since moving. Now that the whole thing is over and there's no gag order, I'm going to talk about what went down starting in the end of the summer of 2020. We already know that 2020 was an entire dumpster fire because of the panini that messed up everything and everyone in the world, and yes, I'm going to use that code word because I don't want this to get taken down over it. So, there was a custody battle. Some of you will remember me posting several GoFundMes to have money to fight it. Essentially, my ex wanted to try to take full custody. I don't know the reason, but I can certainly speculate, as I'm sure many of you also can, especially considering his girlfriend came into the picture shortly before. So without going into too much detail, it dragged on for over a year. I ended up spending over $15,000 to still end up having to give him 50% custody. So the kids are back and forth between us, 1 week on, 1 week off. What's that got to do with me not making videos? Well, Some of you OGs will remember one of my early videos when the boys were very small where I candidly talked about my postpartum depression and my experience with it. I didn't make this video to whine and say, oh, woe is me, pay attention to me. But I wanted to let people know that they're not alone, and that so many people, especially people who seem like they've got everything in their life together, go through things like this. It's okay. People can recover. We do recover from it. You just gotta keep pushing through it. Some people choose to go the professional counseling, medication route. Some of us choose to do it on our own. I chose to do it on my own because I didn't want to go to a therapist, and now, with what happened, I'm glad I didn't. Here's why. So 3 years after the fact, they tried to use this video, which I put out during Mental Health Awareness Month, as evidence that I was somehow dangerous, neglectful, abusive, whatever the fuck their angle was. So under advisement of my attorney, who ultimately did fuck all nothing for me except take my money, I took the video down. And my ex's attorney decided to stalk every video I posted going forward, attempting to use anything in it I said against me that was not sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns running out of my bum. Needless to say, this nonsense is why you will not see the boys in any videos for quite some time, until they're old enough to say that they want to be able to be present in them, which also makes it more difficult for me to record because that means I literally can't do anything while they are here and awake. Gee, thanks. But that made me feel like I had to doctor and carefully curate every word I had to say. And honestly, who the hell wants to do that? Much less watch it? Nobody. No thank you. But things have finally been finished since just before I moved here last year, and additional joys of this custody nonsense. It caused an already shaky, crumbling relationship with my boyfriend I was living with to completely deteriorate. So, here I am. They want to come for me? Let them. I refuse to let that man steal anything else that brings me a shred of enjoyment in life, and this is my opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, great, I am entitled to it. You don't have to listen to it. I have not named him. I have not named her. If anybody knows those things, don't go for them. Please just pretend they don't exist. It's the best thing that you can do. The last thing I need is them trying to say that I'm trying to stir up a mob and a witch hunt. Like, give me a fucking break. Jesus. Anyway, so here I am. Work keeps me so busy that I don't do much physical crafting right now. I'm working on building up my audio channel to monetization point. That's Dark Child Audio if you're interested, if you're somebody who likes watching my tutorials just to hear my voice. Those are all voice-based things. Kind of soothing. Some of them are more audio dramas, but it's kind of a creative outlet that I've really been enjoying, and I've met a lot of really cool people through over the past few months. I've started a Patreon for my writing and my not YouTube safe audios. So if you want to read the book that I'm writing right now, I post a chapter of it whenever I finish. I post all sorts of other writing things. You don't have to listen to the not safe for work audios if that's not your thing. It's not like they autoplay on Patreon or anything. They're just there. So if you want to just be there for the writing, that's totally cool. As for regular work, I'm now a licensed massage therapist. I have been for over a year. The pay's alright, but the hours are so inconsistent that it's not like I'm rolling in money. I've got enough to keep the roof over my head and food in my kids' bellies at least. Financial stress still exists, and some inappropriate comments from an increasing number of mobile clients has me really pushing hard to increase the reach and money-making factor of this channel and my second channel, as well as actually getting some of my fiction out there in book form so that hopefully by this time next year, massage can be my side gig. I'm not considering it a failure because it is a rewarding career when people aren't asking for handies or if I know anybody who does them, since I don't. But I'll still be paying off the loan I took out to pay for school for another 3.5 years, so I feel like I can't completely bail on it yet. I'm not going to quit until the loan is paid off. So that's where I'm at. I want to get out of my dodgy apartment. I want to live in a house with a yard. I want my kids to be able to run around in said yard without me having to stare at them for fear of someone potentially rolling up to steal them or hurt them. Because in this wonderful part of town that we are in, I have had to listen to 4 drive-by shootings since we moved out here in October, and it is May. So you can do the math on that one. I want to be able to grow a food garden with more than just a few planters on my back patio. I want my cats to be able to enjoy the sunshine, unfiltered, not through a window. And I unfortunately don't see any of those things happening until we can move out of Washington, which won't be for a few years at best, once the kids are both 18 at the worst. So for now, it's all just a battle to keep moving forward and upward where I can, rather than focusing on what I can't do right now. And like I said, today is Friday the 13th, but this video is probably going to be going up tomorrow, depending on how beat I am when I get home from work today. I have 6 hours of hands-on time at the clinic today. 4.5 of those in a row with 0 breaks. And if you're wondering why that's such a big deal, well, when you not only do massage, but also energy work, consider it the energy equivalent of comforting somebody who has just experienced the death of a close family member. So imagine doing that for 3 to 6 people for anywhere from 4 to 8 hours a day and wonder why you have no energy left. Because that's where I'm at right now. I'm hitting the caffeine really hard to be able to start churning out more content for this channel. And I have a crazy schedule for my other channel where I'm going to be posting 3 videos a week and doing 2 lives every month. Because I'm a masochist, and because when you're an entrepreneur, there are no days off. That's really all there is to it. If you want to make money from something like this, like it's a job, you have to treat it like a job. You have to get up and you have to do it, even when you don't really want to do it. So, thank you all for sticking around with me, and welcome to Randi's villain era, where I'm no longer taking crap from anyone. And the most important thing is taking care of myself, especially after gaining 20 freaking pounds over the winter. No, I'm not pregnant. Don't even suggest it. It's not cute, it's not funny, and it's not your place to comment on somebody's body. Okay, thanks. And the things that are mine. So take care, everybody. I will be seeing a lot more of you soon, and hopefully getting caught up with other people's videos. I know that a lot of things have happened, like Ella and Holly had babies, and I know that Jane from Scraptastic Yarns lost her husband recently, and there's just so much going on, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad for not saying anything, but like everybody knows, sometimes you gotta keep it close to your vest and take care of what's happening in your little corner of insanity, one thing at a time. So, thank you so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, guys.